The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Boomer Esiason is bullish on his buddy Frank Reich and the New York Jets offense. Is Boomer right? We'll talk about that and much more Jets content. Robby Sabo joins me. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
We sitting in here, we excited as hell.
Now it's time to get to work. Are you a happy guy?
Oh my goodness, let's go!
I haven't felt joy talking about the Jets in a long time. When they announced it, I went, yeah! Jets, let's go! A new chapter for the Jets has started. Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji are tasked with shaping the future of this franchise. Will they be the ones to finally get it right? We will be here for every step of the journey on the Jake Asman Show, breaking down all the storylines, every game, and everything in between. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chats, baby. Cut the line. The Jake Asman Show starts right now. Here we go, Jet fans. Welcome in, everybody. It is indeed the Jake Asman Show, presented by PrizePicks. Programming note, this will be the only live Jake Asman Show today from 1 to 3. I'm in for Michael K on ESPN New York. Rich Cimini's going to be stopping by the program for a training camp preview with him. And then I'll be seeing Rich and Brandon Tierney this afternoon. We go live for the latest episode of the Jets Collective at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So not 1, not 2, but 3 shows today, but on a different platform for each. Right now, the Jake Asman Show, 1 o'clock, ESPN New York. You also could watch it on their YouTube channel. And then 4 p.m., the Jets Collective's live on the Jets Collective YouTube channel. So a little programming note for today's content. Before we bring on today's guest, I want to talk about something that's very important to the Asmaniac community. One of our great listeners, you always see him in the chat. His name is Stack. In the YouTube comment section. Stack serves in the U.S. military. He is overseas being deployed, and where he is being stationed suffered from an attack this past weekend, and the base that Stack was at was under fire, and he lost basically all of his personal belongings in this devastating attack. Laptop, clothes, some of his Jets gear, just you name everything you have on you. He lost it in this attack. So we're trying to help out Stack. 1, he's a Jet fan. 2, he's an Asmaniac and a supporter of the Nick Shine Show. And, of course, 3, this is what we do as a community, and we support our armed forces. So if you want to help out Stack, I posted this in the Discord for the Asmaniac community last night, and you can see the number there on the screen. Already $1,500 has been raised. So I'm posting the link in the live chat right now. If anyone has the means to do so, please contribute and help one of our own. The link is also in the description for this video for those of you who aren't watching live. But whatever you could donate to support Stack, please do so. He's great guy, big-time supporter of all the Jet content creators, including this show, of course. So, yeah, whatever you could donate to support someone who's always supporting his fellow Jet fans as he's serving our country across the globe, it would certainly mean a lot to him and this community. So thank you to Nick Shine for his assistance putting this GoFundMe together. And you can see we've already raised a bunch of money so far, and I know we could raise even more now that we're talking about it on this show this morning. With that, let's now change gears and talk some Jets football, as 1 week from today, the Jets are going to be on the practice field for their first practice of the 2026 season, the first practice of training camp. And for more on the state of the Jets, we say hello to this man.
It's time for Robby Sabo. Not Ricky Dicky top of the dingo. He's a rubby dubby dubby dabo. The silver fox, he got hair like a wingo. That's the rubby dubby dooby Sabo. He got jet points up his freaking wazingo. Let's hear from Robby Sabo.
Mr. Sabo, how we feeling?
Yeah, I'm still picking up details from Gator's masterpiece here each time I see it. Wingo, love it. Me staring out into the universe like I'm some sort of messed up, wildly inaccurate, but okay. Yeah, what's going on?
I'm living the dream, Robbie. Jet football is upon us. Next week, you'll be at one Jets drive, getting all sweaty watching the Jets hit the practice field.
You can't breathe sometimes, dude. With the humidity in August, Jersey, you can't breathe. Like, people with asthma, stay far, far away.
It's going down, baby. I can't wait. Well, I'll tell you what. There's some optimism from people around the Jets. People feel good about this team. Now, there usually is that optimism in July and August, and we know what happens, but why not lean into it here? So I'm going to play you a clip of Boomer Esiason talking about the New York Jets. Boomer joined our guy, Brandon Tierney, on his show, BT Unleashed, and it was a wide-ranging question that BT asked about Glenn and just the state of the team, and you'll see the end here is BT specifically asking about Muji, and then Boomer goes into details on the whole state of the team. So I'll play the clip, and then you tell me, is Boomer just saying this because he's best friends with Frank Reich, or does he actually believe what he's saying here about the New York Jets?
Stand on Muj.
Yeah, I think he's in control of the entire organization right now. I think he is definitely shown over the last year alone that he is not afraid to go big. And they have 3 first-round picks next year in what is supposed to be one of the best drafts in the history of the NFL. And I'm not just talking about quarterback. I'm talking about all positions.
Correct.
So it is going to be really interesting to see how this team unfolds this year. Their schedule's brutal. They got a lot of good quarterbacks that they're going to have to face. You know, my buddy is taking over as the offensive coordinator job. You know, where Muji failed last year, and I don't know how much of an impact he had on these particular decisions, was number one, the hiring of Tanner Engstrom as a offensive coordinator with a rookie head coach.
Yep.
And number 2, bringing in Justin Fields. So to me, those 2 decisions were really bad. Not that Tanner Engstrom's a bad coach, or someday maybe he'll be the head coach somewhere else, just like Mike LaFleur is the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals now. But having a seasoned offensive play caller who was a head coach himself, who is an ally of the head coach in Aaron Glenn, because they were teammates for the Jets, and is doing this because he loves the sport, he loves the opportunity, and he loves the chance to make a difference. They have what I believe is a top 10 offensive roster without the quarterback. The quarterback's going to be probably in the bottom 10 of the league just because of his age and just because of, you know, who he is and how his career is unfolded. But that's a reality. That's what they have. And they're going to have to try to make him, and every quarterback that's played for Frank has had some of their best seasons. So if Gino follows the roadmap, he should have a really good year. They're loaded at running back. They're loaded at wide receiver. Their tight end room is one of the best in the league, and their offensive line is as solid as there is in the NFL.
I love their Jets offensive line. So good. I'm with you.
So it's just the quarterback position, which when you look around the league and you look at the top 10 teams, are all the top 10 quarterbacks. And unfortunately for Gino, where he is in his career, that is not the case right now.
What do you make of those comments there from Boomer?
The thing that stands out and is 100% true, you always, not only do you want the coach who's in Reich's position, he's not doing it for fame, for status, for moving on up in this world. He's doing it because he loves the sport. Not only do you want that type of guy, he brings a different perspective to the room. NFL's cutthroat. It's independent contractor city between players, between coaches. And that kind of guy is rare to come by. It really is. I mean, remember Peyton Manning? Who was his dude? Tom Moore? I think he had a guy before Tom Moore, but he always had that consultant type guy as a rookie quarterback. And, having that type of guy, I think, is a really good positive. We'll see how it plays out. It'll come down to the strategy in terms of Reich blending what he loves to do, what he usually does. And I think, looking at his teams, Philly, Carolina, so on, Indy, he does bend his philosophies to his personnel. If you look at Indy's stats, Jonathan Taylor off and on, year by year, up, down, And it's not because Reich came into the year with this grand plan. We're going to be a rushing team. We're not going to be a rushing team. It's just the way it unfolded. And he had to roll with the punches. A lot of it based on quarterback play, what have you. So that's fresh and good and a welcomed thing. Offensive line, I think we're going a little too far with the offensive line. I like it. I think it's a strength for this team, but this is the first year where there's going to be more traditional rules, and it's going to be a little tougher to transition to. I'm not saying they can't. They can. They're young. Membu, if Fashano takes the next step, then watch out. Membu too. Tittman as well. If those three elevate, that's ridiculous. That's a tremendous unit. Talent, sure. It could be top 10 without the quarterback, or even with the quarterback. It could be top 10. Why not? It doesn't come down to the names on paper. It comes down to how they're deployed, how they're put together. And Boomer knows that. And he didn't not, leave it out on purpose. He knows that. He's just, he's doing the optimistic thing. And, Frank Reich was his dude. And, it's tough to disagree with anything he said there.
I mean, I like Frank Reich compared to the other options. But I think we go a little crazy when we just talk about like Frank Reich as if he's like Kyle Shanahan or Sean McVay or Ben Johnson, or even like a similar example would be like Josh McDaniels, who was a head coach twice, and both times it wasn't good, and now is an OC once again. Like Frank Reich, he'll probably be better than Engstrand, but also like Tanner Engstrand was calling plays with a quarterback who couldn't complete a pass. So how much of that is on Engstrand, to be fair to him, right? Like LaFleur ended up being another head coach, and you look back on Mike LaFleur, like he was doing some things that were creative. It was just Zach Wilson couldn't play. So I think Boomer is not wrong with what he's saying. I don't know if I'm going to go as far as this is a top 10 offense minus the quarterback, because you're still projecting a lot of it for it to be a top 10. Like if I say to you the Jets have top 10 offensive players minus QB, that means you're telling me that Sadiq and Cooper are both going to be very good as rookies. Mason Taylor does, in fact, take a year 2 lead. What we saw from A.D. Mitchell in the spring is real, and him and Gino are going to have a big-time season together, right? Like the offensive line, I think we like the O-line. I like Tittman. I like Membu. I really like Olu Fashanu. But all those guys take another step forward, and then, like, you could live with Parham and Myers at center. Like, again, it's a lot of, like, if they can be that, I'm not going to anoint them as a top 10 offensive team minus the quarterback, though. That's where I think Boomer's a little too bullish on the roster.
It agreed. It's the on-paper game that we all play. I mean, when there's nothing going on. And, it is what it is. That's the on-paper game, and no one's ever going to stray away from it at this time of year. I kind of flew by that in my mind. Like, if you want to call them a top 10 unit, go for it. It could be. Based on the names, based on the depth chart, perhaps. I really, to me, it doesn't really compute in terms of what is really going to drive significant and positive change if they get there. And that is the overall philosophy and overall plan. And that's not to say talent doesn't matter. Of course, talent matters. Of course, but this is the NFL. This is the salary cap NFL. When the salary cap came in the early 90s, Jimmy Johnson suddenly had a tougher time building teams. Why? Because he didn't have a team, 100 times more talented than everyone else, like those early 90s, late 80s. Well, not late 80s, but he started in the late 80s, Dallas Cowboys. It's a different world. The difference between these teams in terms of talent is so minute. The value and the impact can be great at certain positions, quarterback, obviously. But even then, we see quarterbacks fluctuate year to year. So coaches don't put fannies in the seats. They're not marketable. I get it. But we are in the age where that is the most important thing.
And look, Geno Smith is such an unknown, because are we getting the Raiders version? Are we getting the Seattle version? Are we going to get a guy who's focused and locked in and could go out there and produce and handle all the distractions that come with playing in New York? And can he avoid getting more speeding tickets and driving without a license? Like, there's a ton of unknown. The biggest two questions with the Jets, you could argue, are their head coach and quarterback, which happen to be the two most important things that define whether or not you're going to be a good football team year over year, typically.
Yes. And the one thing, it's not overlooked totally, but it's overlooked in terms of, okay, trying to stack things up and how the Jets can take a leap and jump out. The continuity, essentially, this is a brand new coaching staff coming into this year. It's not the same as last year. Yeah, Glenn's still here, but everything is different. Everything. And how will they game plan? I commented, I saw you shouted out with BJF on the show the other day. The Athletics poll, I forgot what it was, but it was about Glenn, and they had different categories. Wanted the fans vote. They left the most important thing off: game planning. How do you leave that off? Game planning is the deal. The biggest, most impactful work happens during the week. And a head coach, yes, he's the Hitler. He's the Pol Pot, the guy in charge. But what is his philosophy? How does he empower others? How does he empower others to influence?
Did you have to use the H word there?
What did I say?
Continue.
Oh, it's YouTube. My fault. Yeah. He's got to influence others to help, and that's Reich. So we'll see. It'll come down to game planning.
Comments, questions, super chat.
What happens now that I said that?
I don't know. I'm moving on. Today's giveaway.
YouTube. Don't listen to me. I'm a silly goose. Don't listen to me.
Signed football by Keyshawn Johnson up for grabs if we get 20 names on the Wheel of Champions. And I got some good news. We already got 5 of what we need because we're doing one Jake Asman Show today. So if we get 20 names, Keyshawn ball up for grabs. The first to enter today is Colin Wolford. He gifted 5 channel memberships. That means 5 raffle entries for Colin on the Wheel of Champions. If you hear your name, you're a channel member. Macon NYJ, Big Rich, Fighting Whales, Orasum, Real Young Forever, all receiving a gifted channel membership. Another one, Jet Life Angel in the raffle for 1. This went to DPEC. Again, Keyshawn Johnson signed ball up for grabs. Plus, raffle this Saturday. Here we go. Darrell Rivas signed. End zone pylon. Chad Pennington, signed jersey. Brees Hall, signed helmet. Vinny T, signed jersey. And a Jets Legends jersey. 5 prizes in this Saturday's weekly raffle. Memberships flying off the shelves. Frank P in the house. A 10 spot from Frank. Let's go, Frank. Go Jets! Go Jets! Hit the Gangrene Beach Club Jet chant. Jet! Frank making the following listeners, channel members: Tommy Scuderi, J4NY, Turtle Power, Hanzo Borrego, Noah Nar, Billy McCann, Thomas M. Cross, Veterans Dilution, Top Cat Wireless, and Richard Leslie, all channel members. Thanks to Frank P. Jet up.
Let's go.
Shout out to Frank P. All right. Here's the next topic I wanted to hit with you, Robbie, because you look at where the Jets are going into training camp, and a ton of the focus is going to be on these rookie players, specifically David Bailey, because he's going up against 2 really good tackles, we believe, once training camp starts. What are you looking to see from Bailey specifically this summer to make you feel better about the number 2 pick in the draft going into the regular season?
It's tricky in the summer. Everyone knows this. And it's when it comes down to pass rushing in camp, when you're not live, no pads, even when there are pads, but no pads, the pass rusher has a tremendous advantage over the offensive lineman. Why? The lineman can't grab onto anything. It's almost flag football. And to try to guard a guy, it's like guarding Jalen Brunson in today's NBA. No hand checking. You just have to move. It's ridiculous. So I expect Bailey to have flashes in terms of getting to the quarterback. Obviously, you can't touch him, and they stop it and what have you. It'll be celebrated on Twitter. That's really good stuff. But what you really need to look for, what I'm really going to look for, is based on each play, is he attentive to his reads? Is he going through his reads and committed to his reads? And is he moving freely and instinctively going through those reads? Now, I don't know the play on each play, but you get a good idea if you really pay attention to the defense. And you know what an edge is supposed to do in certain situations. If it's 3rd and 8, they're going to let him loose in one-on-one. If it's 3rd and 8 and they want it to be more responsible and be more contained, you have less freedom, but you're still one-on-one. You just can't be crazy irresponsible. You can't go crazy. Can't get out of your lane and do the wrong thing for your teammates. Run defense is really where it's gonna. I think that's gonna be the best part, positive or negative for us. Run defense and 1 of 11. Those are the two things. Does he go through his reads and really hone in on them and not look mechanical while doing so? That's gonna be huge.
As far as Kenyon Sadiq goes, we'll go in order of the top 50 picks here and get your thoughts. What do you want to see from him? First things first, I want to see he better be healthy because we were promised that this hernia thing is no big deal and he's going to be out there for the start of training camp. He's doing autograph signings at Fanatics Fest on Sunday. Didn't look like he was struggling to move or sign anything with that hernia. So I'm hoping Sadiq is ready to roll day one. In fact, Jet rookies report Friday for training camp. So they report earlier than the veterans do. So I want Sadiq out there ready to roll, fully healthy coming off the hernia surgery.
Yeah, I want to see Adam Shine introduce him with a megaphone, use Woody's helicopter and just introduce him, do his whole freak thing. And that's enough for me, honestly.
I was obsessed with Sadiq, certified freak. 7 days a week, has a hernia tweak. Obsessed with Sadiq, certified freak. Trying to critique what I read in Newsweek. Obsessed with Sadiq, certified freak. Trying to take a peek at his manly physique. Obsessed with Sadiq, certified freak. Time to take a leak and play hide and go seek.
Time to take a leak. Time to take a leak. Okay. Yeah, Sadiq. Look, and this is going to be the tricky part because you really can't report on formations and personnel and sets. So, fans are going to be chomping at the bit to know. I think it's champing at the bit, actually, but to know what Reich is doing with Sadiq. And that's going to be tough to not report on. But I think that's where it starts. Do they view Sadiq from the get-go as a balanced tight end or not? And it'll be very evident if they do not, because he's going to play a lot more receiver positions, big slot out of 11 personnel, but it'll be 12 personnel, Mason in line and Sadiq big slot. Is he entrenched or does he eventually become entrenched as the second balanced tight end in 12 personnel where they're both in line or wing or moving or one is H-back or not? Because this is a scenario where they don't view him as a balanced enough guy, and it's going to be Mason Taylor, Rucker, and a lot of 12 personnel, and fans are going to lose their minds, and I completely get it. So I think it starts there. How do they view him from the get-go? That's going to be important.
All right. Omar Cooper Jr., what are you looking to see from him?
Speaking of trust, I think this is the guy they trust the most right now of every rookie in this rookie class. It's evident. He's dominating the underneath. I don't want to say this yet because I probably shouldn't, but I'll say underneath option type. Feel the space out with the quarterback type stuff. And that is very rare for a rookie receiver. It's becoming less rare as the years go on. Rookie receivers and tight ends are getting more acclimated quicker. Different sport. You could do so. You just get out there and play and move in space. But no run and shoot principles, but compared to, Jerry Glanville's days, it's not as intense. So does that trust carry over? And is he as entrenched as I think he is? And if so, do his smarts continue to shine? Does that route running, does his football IQ and his instincts stay true to the naked eye in terms of practice? Is he feeling those soft spots? Because if he is, man, that's a really good thing for him to get it down in the brain to go along with his raw physical traits.
Comments, questions, super chats. They cut the line. We're going through the Jet rookies and the expectations in year one for the top 50 picks. That, of course, 3 in the first round and then the 1 in the second round. That's the Angelo Pons. Yeah. I think he's starting when we get to week 1, Robbie. But what are you expecting from Pons this summer and in his rookie season?
Yeah, I still love the Pons pick. I like the Cooper pick a little better, but nitpicking there. I know people are still not hell-bent, but they have their heart set on Pons maybe playing outside. I don't think I see that initially, or maybe, I don't know. maybe ever. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's going to. Here's the one thing where he could be outside. Glenn loves man coverage. And what I see from the outside, the boundary corners right now, Stevens, AZ, Nashon, it feels like they're better in zone than man. There's a mismatch there that I just can't wrap my head around in terms of personnel and what Glenn loves to do. Maybe Glenn is going to play a lot more match zone this year. We'll see. That would be, I tip my cap to him doing that. Pons can get it done in terms of 1v1 man. I think his instincts are that good. I think he's got a knack. He's got a knack for cutting off stems, cutting off certain route runs, seeing the soft spot and getting to a point before the receiver does. And that's what you need to do if you're playing slot. So, people look at the depth chart and say, oh, slot's the third guy. He's not the starter. No, nonsense. Slot is just as, if not more important than boundary in this league. It really is. The issue is when you go to 12 personnel, what do? Do you leave Pons out there and let him play boundary? This is a situation where he's really already a stud or on his way. I don't know, but I think expect him in slot. And it's more like Cooper, the smarts, the instincts, the IQ, because that's what I love about those two picks. Those two picks, they are football players to me, and I think they get it done. I think there's going to be a disadvantage they have to overcome where in college they had a massive advantage with Signetti and the coaching staff. That Dante Moore pick six, I did a film breakdown. If you go through it, you could first play of the game, and everyone who's played football, the game plan, first play of the game is always overhyped, always overfocused for good reason, and you could see it. They read RPO, something quick, something three-step, something timing, and the corners were sitting on it. The other side, opposite of Pons, there was a vertical route, wide open, just ran past the other boundary corner because they were coached to sit. They were coached to play it. They were coached to sniff it out. And kudos to Pons for breaking and playing it right and keeping his eyes in the right spot. But overcoming that coaching advantage they had will be the thing for those two. But the positive is they're football players.
Hit the like button if you're just joining us. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Giveaway at the end of the show. If we get 20 names on the Wheel of Champions, is a signed football by the great Keyshawn Johnson. That's right. The number one pick in the NFL draft by the New York Jets. Keyshawn Johnson signed football is the prize, and we're a lot closer to getting the prize this show. Let's give some love to John J. Williams. He sent me his usual Zelle to enter the raffle for 2 entries.
The Jet fans getting a little crazy.
You want to get crazy, Robbie? I'll give you some craziness here. How about Cisco Lopez sending in a Venmo to get himself 10 names on the Wheel of Champions?
Sometime I do super chat. Sometime I do give membership. But all the time I love the Jake Asman Show. They call me Cisco Lopez.
Shout out to Cisco Lopez. How about this as well? I got a Venmo from Steve Alsey, but Steve also attached a question to it, so it's like a super chat. Put it up on the screen. He's in the raffle for 2, and he says, here we go. If Geno plays average, name a player you can add on either side of the field that would give the Jets a high chance of making the playoffs. When you say name a player on either side we can add, like all-time Jet or just
Walter
any
Payton.
player around the league?
I don't know. Yeah, realistically, or
So if I can't add a quarterback
fantasy.
and you're telling me Geno's going to play average, which player would I add around the league to the Jets?
I'll see you in 2027, my friends.
Would you add Myles Garrett?
I mean, we're not talking realism. We're just saying,
Yeah, just pick a player around the NFL you could put on the
non-quarterback.
Non-quarterback, because Geno has to play average.
That's a great question. It really is, Cisco. And by the way, Cisco's introduction in
This is not Cisco, it's Steve.
Oh, Steve. Good stuff, Steve. But is Cisco's introduction in the introduction contest? I caught that the other day.
No, that's different. The Azzy Awards, the nominees will
Azzy,
be released
yes.
tomorrow for those curious. And then
Nice.
voting will start Friday for 22 awards we have up for grabs in the Azzies.
Nice. That's a good question, man. I don't think Myles Garrett's a great option. He's definitely in the mix, but I don't think it would be him. I don't have to think about that one. But
I wouldn't add a receiver. I wouldn't add another tight end. I think I'm fine on offensive line. Like, I'm not getting enough value out of a center or guard to throw in.
Yeah, you got to guard. You got to kind of mix it and mesh it between what the Jets have and need, between what is most impactful in the NFL today, other than quarterback. And that's a crazy one, man. Maybe
I still think you go dominant edge rusher.
Maybe it is Myles Garrett. You know, he could do everything. He does everything well. He does everything. So, yeah, I'm gonna think about a couple, but yeah, I'd go with Myles Garrett right now.
You can go corner. You know, you could put Surtain on this team or Derek Stingley.
Surtain would be tremendous. The arguments there, obviously, because the Jets corners aren't great. So Surtain's in the mix as well. But if all positions were even on the Jets, I'd probably stay away from corner. But yeah, Surtain's up there too.
I mean, what's interesting about the Jets situation is, like, some of the hard stuff they have, we believe, figured out as far as the tackles, some of the weaponry. You could argue for a linebacker. Who's the best linebacker in the NFL? And is that worth adding over a dominant pass rusher?
It's getting closer and closer. But I say that because you look at these plays are getting shorter and shorter in nature. And so many pass plays are by design. A lot of the pass rushing, it doesn't come down to whether your guys could cover or not. They don't even have a chance. The offensive plays, the OCs design it where it's design passes. And you don't even have time to get to the quarterback. All you could do is adjust and try to play your responsibility the right way and guard against a bubble or a smoke or whatever they're doing and bat the ball down. So, you know, I think, speaking about Bailey, that's one of the under the radar things he could really help out at. And I'm going to look for this. Pass rushing, sure, but batting the ball down, getting in lanes. If his natural feel can sniff out that ball and deflect balls, that's a massive thing. So keep that in mind while watching in the summer. But yeah, pass rushing's there. It's not the good old days anymore. It's much more team oriented where they have many more responsibilities. It's not a isolated pass rush thing as it was back in the day.
Interesting question, Steve. Appreciate that. Hopefully we answered it.
It was. I'm
properly.
going to think about it still.
Yeah, the initial answer to me is just Garrett, because it's like, just add another dominant pass rusher. Him, McDonald, Bailey. Feel like you're cooking with fire there defensively.
Would you consider the best interior lineman in the league?
I just don't know if there's enough value there. Like, if you tell me Quentin Nelson's added to the Jets, like, how does that move the needle more than Myles Garrett? I don't think so.
Probably not. You know, it's a great question. I don't. The answer is impossible. It really is.
We'll never know. Unfortunately, the Jets won't be
Deshaun Watson
given that opportunity. Oh, man. Today's Jake Asman Show is brought to you by my friends at IndaCloud. Listen up. It's summer. The heat is up. The schedule's packed. Sometimes you just need to mentally cool down without crashing out like the Jets in a fourth quarter meltdown. Between vacations, cookouts, long weekends, every Saturday somehow becoming a full production. Summer could be exhausting. That's where IndaCloud comes in. They are a fully legal online cannabis dispensary with THC gummies, premium pre-rolls, zero sugar THC sodas, energy gummies, extra strength sleep gummies, and much more. Everything is federally legal, hemp THC, lab tested, and can be shipped discreetly right to your door. If you're 21 or older, go to indacloud.co, use code ASMAN, that's my last name, for 30% off your first subscription order, plus free gifts and free shipping on qualifying orders. That's indacloud.co, code ASMAN at checkout. Enjoy responsibly, and thanks to IndaCloud for supporting the Jake Asman Show. Comment, questions, chats, cut the line. Yes, Robbie?
Sorry. Surtain would be my answer.
Like
corner, desperate need. You know, they have guys up front. Cover corner's not the same as it used to be, but he could make such a difference, and you could do so much coverage-wise, tilt on the field. So, yeah, Surtain, I think, would be my answer over Myles.
I like that answer. I'm good with that. I think I go Myles, but Surtain was one of the players that I did think of. That
Yes.
made my list. Some breaking news from the Beast. He says he just made egg sausage sandwiches.
What's the bread?
Should I get the answer?
Yeah, dude, that's crucial.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
Delish. Nothing says Jimmy Dean and an egg. That's
Oh,
definitely-
dude. Is that the microwave? You called microwave sausage, egg, and cheese? Did you say that?
No. Homemade style, Sonny. Homemade.
No, I don't believe you.
Yeah. And you need glasses.
I see some of the cellophane still on it.
The egg was from the real egg. The sausage is the Jimmy Dean. Open
You
your
got
eyes.
the egg from the chicken in the other room.
Are you some kind of? Is your head up your ass this morning?
Yes.
Oh my God!
He's taking a pretty shot, son.
Take this. Fuck off, will ya? And enjoy a good time. What a fucking muppet! Oh my God! What a muppet! I feel like I'm talking to a muppet. What
Beast,
a
your lip is
freaking
glazing.
Have you thought about using a napkin?
It'll be fine. It's not going anywhere.
That's debatable.
Delish. Perfectly delish. Do we? String in the cheese.
Thank you very much for that, Beast.
Tell me that's not the microwave, Jimmy Dean.
Oh, that's exactly what it looked like.
Right.
Nick Shine in the house. He sends in a super chat. Jet fans proving again why we're the best fans in sports. Helping out Stack. Easy decision. Sabo deciding whether to hit or stay. Not so easy. God. Don't remind me about how Robby Sabo chooses to play blackjack.
I don't have the energy for that
The
today.
computers, man. The computers.
I think it was I had 12.
Don't you make your own decisions?
Hold on. I had 12 and the dealer had 3 or 4 showing. And I was taking my time, thinking about hitting, going against the grain, and oh my God, a national emergency broke out. National emergency. Holy, you'd thought I went over to the neighbors and strangled the dog. Honestly, you can't. That is just absurd. You can't. Honestly, why does everyone assume 10 for everything?
Because that's how you're supposed to play. You're the
Not-
best odds. If
But
you assume the dealer
100%
has
of the
10.
time?
Nothing's 100%. You're playing percentages. You're trying to give yourself the best chance.
But that's my point. You guys were playing 100%. There was zero.
No,
Zero going against
we
the
don't
grain.
want to. We're giving ourselves the
A
best
10
chance possible to win.
Well, hold on. A 10 is about 40% of the cards.
There's more 10s
9
than
and
anything.
under is about 60% of the cards.
Yeah, but there's
why
a
not
difference-
assume 9 at times and
Because
play
that-
against the grain?
But that doesn't make any sense.
How?
Why would you assume 9 when there's far more 10s? And like,
Did you hear me? 10 is 40% of the entire stack. 9 and under is 60% of the entire stack.
Robbie, 6 and under is different than 7, 8, or 9. Those are different cards. You're staying if the dealer's showing a 6 or less on most hands. Definitely if there's a 3, 4, 5, or 6 showing. 2 is debatable if you have like a 12.
Jake, there's a baseline you have to play by, 100%. But there are certain situations, and I believe a 12 with a 3 or I forgot what it was, 3 or 4 dealer had, is one where you could go against the grain and without getting arrested. That's all. That's my whole point. If
2
that's
is
wild,
the one they say.
If
you
that's
have, like,
wild, then holy shit.
if the dealer is showing a 2 and you have 12, then in Chuck Wagon's official book, there's a real debate. Hey, should you take a card
Again,
or not? But you're talking about assuming the dealer has a 9.
No.
Insane.
Every decision you make is by the book, period.
No.
Yes.
There is some feel in it.
That's one of the examples.
But that's
it's not egregious whatsoever.
It was all night. You questioning whether or not the deal. You should.
Once everyone attacked me like I shot someone with a sniper, then yeah, I'm gonna fuck
if
around
the
and say, what should I
showing
do?
a 6, you don't hit. You were like debating whether to hit. That's what made us lose our minds.
Yeah. And once you lost your minds, I fucked with everyone all night. I was done.
But we lost our minds because you were playing.
It was over. Like
you were playing dumb.
It was fun. Keep yelling at everyone about how they play. Listen, it's not. People could play with the way, like it's.
Hold on,
it's
I
not
got an
egregious. 12 with a 3 or 4 is
I
not
have
egregious.
an expert on the line.
Chuck Wagon's always cooking, which it takes. Chuck Wagon's even cooking at the game. Chuck Wagon hates McDonald's, but he's headed home to cook. It's time once again for Chuck Wagon.
I'm going to make this brief. With a 12, if the dealer up card is a 2 or 3, you hit. If it's a 4, 5, 6, you stay. If it's 7 or above, you hit. That's it. Hey, Robbie, I'm sorry I missed you.
Put a simulator at the chair. Why are you playing? Put a computer at the chair. Why are you playing?
You play to win the game.
What are you talking about?
He's right. He has the official book. Chuck Wagon made $100 grand over the weekend.
The book, which the casino loses because of the book, right?
Again, the casino wins. These buildings are built because people lose money.
Correct.
It's called
which
gambling.
is why you have to deviate sometimes. But not all the time.
On borderline
in very
decisions.
fine gray situations, you could go based on feel. It's
but
gambling.
You're not basing anything on
motherfuckers.
feel. You wanted to hit with a 6 as the up card for the dealer.
It wasn't 6. It was a 2 or 3.
There were multiple times where
I was fucking with you after the first time. I kept saying, "What should I do? What should I do? What should I do?"
The wagon.
You guys are fucking nerds, man.
You should hear Corbett on Nick Scheid's show the other night.
He's a nerd too.
Blackjack experience.
Fuck, he's a nerd too.
He's right. We're all right. We all played. We all made money.
Dude, okay, you're right. I'm terrible. I didn't go buy the book. You guys are fun at parties, let me tell you.
I'll tell you what was fun. Playing blackjack with Wayne Corbett and dealing with Robbie's losing there on the right side of the table. Ugh. I got another expert on the line. I'm just assuming he's an expert because he's always talking about gambling on sports. So let's let it rip.
I had to jump in. Robbie, let me just. Here's my opinion. When I'm going to play blackjack, I am going to play by the book every single time because it gives me the best percentages to win. But here's my feeling: when you
that's fine. I'm not screaming at you for that. I'm not screaming. But hold on, I'm not screaming at anyone
for a second. Because I have players that are like you.
I know, but let me just say something. I'm not screaming at anyone for doing that. That's fine. But when people scream at me, that's a problem.
Let me explain. So, if you're going to make a living at blackjack every day, and I sat at a table with you, I'd walk away every time because if I'm going to the casino 2 or 3 times and I'm with one of my buddies who's a field player, that might be the one time they help you out a few times, and that's just the way it is. Now, I would never play that way, but I have seen times where the field player makes a move, like my father. The greatest, he'll never take a hit on 16 versus a 10 because
Jake,
he wants to stick and
Jake's
see.
the same way.
Wrong, and he might win that time, but it's not being a simulator. When you're going to gamble, you want your best chances to win. That's it. Right. And most people don't know the
but here's the thing. I would never call anyone a simulator if I didn't get yelled at like I just pantsed them in the middle of the casino and embarrassed all of them. Don't yell at. It's not an egregious move what I did. It's not even close to
it is.
You might win.
Isn't.
It is, Robbie.
What, a 12 with, what was it? It was a 3 or 4 with the dealer.
Four,
And had
never.
12.
Not 12.
I think it was
It was a
everything.
3 or
At
4
one
and I
point
had
it was
12.
a 4. At one point it was definitely a 4.
You don't hit.
And the
Because
dealer
it's
was
always
also
a 10.
busting a lot too. That's why it's like, why would you
But
tempt the fate?
again, Robbie.
Give me an example where it's a gray area then, if that's not one.
If
The
you
two.
have a
The
12 and the dealer's showing
The
a 2.
12. The 12 is the gray area. Some people stick, some people hit, and you don't.
That's what I had.
No, there were moments the dealer was not showing.
Jake,
a
that was
2.
the one where you guys lost your minds. It was a 12.
There were moments where, I kid you not, the dealer was showing like a 5 or a 6, and you were debating hitting. And I'm like, what are you doing? Just let the dealer bust.
Dude, do you know how much I was fucking with you after that? Because when you yell at me like I'm an asshole, it's over.
Oh, gambling wars! I've seen the gambling wars.
No,
It's not talk for 2 years.
You're the when
None of us knew you were kidding. There was a lot of money on the table that was on the line.
No, when you go to a casino and you run into someone like you who does that.
Also, the problem was,
dude,
we assumed you knew how to play, and we let you be the end. The problem is that the first person and the last person at a table are the most important on the blackjack table, and you were in the power chair. This was the problem.
I ruined the night. What can I tell you? I ruined the night, dude. Jake, it's your world. Everything you say is correct. I ruined the night. Like, what the fuck do you want me to say?
Time out. Did the table just go completely bad, or is it a few hands? I mean,
no, they
screamed.
We
the fuck
bullied
at
Robbie
me
into
on
not
that
doing
one
the bad stuff.
moment.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
They screamed the fuck at me on that one moment on a 12.
We won. We all won. Richie made like $800.
What does that have to do with
He's
you
never
screaming
played
at me?
before.
What does that have to do with you screaming at me?
We screamed at you to stop you from doing dumb things. It worked.
No, it didn't, dude.
The proof is in the cash.
Dude, like, you don't scream at someone like that. Like, that's just fucked up. It's fucked up.
No, that's part of it. Listen, that's
it's fucked up.
The guy who's not playing the same way, his boys are going to get on him. That's just the way it is.
We were nice to you. We could have just got up and left and went to a different table.
Next time, can you do that? Please.
I have a Kenyan Sadiq.
Like, listen, it's such a.
You're telling
in my
us
mind,
why,
it's such a
why assume it's a 10?
I'm just trying to have fun. It's
That's
a non-entity.
insane.
I'm just trying to have fun, and you're acting
go to
like
a $5
it's
table. No, that you're wrong, Robbie. You're wrong.
What's that?
You always assume the dealer has a 10. That is a fundamental rule.
Fun. When these guys are playing real money, you can't go off the book with them. If they're
never go off the book.
I'm saying
within reason.
I'm
When the
saying
dealer has
12 is within reason.
If you're
that
at
wasn't
the
only example we're
if you're
referencing
at a $5
here.
table,
But that's the only.
don't
That
have-
is the only example.
It was
Like
a
after that,
$25 table.
dude. After that, it was.
What?
You
They were
didn't.
real. It was real money. It was
You
$25
knew I was
minimum.
fucking with you guys after that. You knew it. So stop
you kept-
bringing up
you're
other
being like,
examples.
oh, the machine. Oh.
And I'm not fucking with you.
I
Dude,
don't know.
dude.
Wayne and I did not know. That's why we were yelling.
Okay, dude, disown me. Like, what the fuck do you want from me?
We love you.
It's not that big of a deal.
Okay, we survived. We all made money, and we move forward now.
I got a quick Kenyan Sadiq point.
Yeah, we move forward. Yeah, let's
Give us some Sadiq.
let's play football.
You know what I'm thinking, Robbie, with Kenyan Sadiq? I am not worried the first half of the season what we get out of this guy. I'm more worried about the returning tight end because I know he's going to be a little slow played with his injury, and we're not in it for Kenyan Sadiq for the first half of the season. We need to see Kenyan Sadiq slow walked a little, and it's not going to bother me with his injuries. We had 3 draft picks. He's not a play right away. The play right away is to make sure Mason Taylor's ready to go, and then get Kenyan Sadiq ready. I mean, I'm not going to panic and go bananas if Kenyan Sadiq game 1 or 2 is not doing that much. I see you. Don't take the blackjack out on me.
I'm enjoying the comments here. Read this. Nick Shad wrote it. I sat at table seat when he got up.
It's
made
so
720 quickly. Played
I can't even talk football. They're so blackjacked up. I'm the gambling degenerate. Big win on Spain, by the way. What a game that was.
Was it really? It was boring.
No. See, Jake. This is where I'm going to disagree with the angry American. It was an incredible game. Spain the way Spain played, the way they dominated. The scoring is secondary. I know the chat's going to destroy me. That's why I've been hiding for 2 weeks when I've been watching soccer. It was beautiful the way Spain played. And yes, the goalie made some unbelievable saves. It was great soccer.
It was dominated by one side. The last 10 minutes of regulation, there was good drama.
That's good for me. I had Spain, but Spain is unbelievable. Why can't we? Okay. I'm not even want to talk about soccer. What do you feel about Kenyon Sadiq?
Hey, real quick, Paul wants to know if Robbie will be in the new Ocean's 11 remake.
Yes, it's called Ocean's 4. I don't know how to. Robbie, it's okay. Take it.
Where did the Ocean? Well, no. Well, dude, I'll take it, but Jake's got to take it back. He's a fucking square nerd.
What? That's not fair. When you go,
how is it not fair?
Because Robbie, the game has. There's certain percentages you just want to play to give your best chance to win. And guess what? You're probably still going to lose, but you have no real chance. You do have that chance.
It wasn't egregious.
It doesn't work.
It was a 12 with a
Can you acknowledge that assuming the dealer doesn't have a 10 is a ridiculous premise you brought up?
No. A 10 is the baseline. Absolutely. 100%.
It's the only line. You can't
Hold on. Let me finish. 10 is the baseline. Absolutely. But at times, feeling,
unless you can count cards,
9, dude, 10 is 30% of the entire deck.
Unless you're counting cards, no.
But it's not just 10, Robbie. It's 10, Jack. Like, we're not just talking physically 10. We're talking Jack, King, Queen.
I'm including those.
And what are we talking about?
It's 30.
The only way to win at blackjack, by the way, and I wasn't there, is you have to hit your doubles and you have to make money on your doubles.
Yes.
Splits. The less hands you play, the more money you can make on those hands. That's how you beat the table. And the second way, and here it is, Robbie, the craziest way, is the dealer busting. They have such an advantage. So when you have your chances and you pull that card, you need that dealer then to bust.
Here's the problem.
You have to go after it. Like when I go to the blackjack table and I have 16 versus 9, I'm hitting every time.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. We have a bunch of people talking and acting like blackjack experts. Not me. I'm not good at blackjack, but everyone is talking like blackjack experts when they're not. There's a lot of info out there, and there are a lot of views and angles that you shouldn't assume 10 100% of the time. 95% of the time. 98% of the time, not 100.
Unless you
go ahead, do the research, look it up.
Jake, you got it wrong. He knows.
Come on, man. Why wouldn't you always assume the dealer's card is a 10 underneath?
Because it's 30% of the entire deck, not 50, not over 50. It's 30.
Obviously, it's not every time.
It doesn't matter because
you're saying every time. You said every time.
I'm saying you base your decision under that premise because more times than
baseline,
not, that
yes,
is the case.
not every time. When it's
obviously it's not every time. It's called gambling.
When the dealer has a 3 or a 4, then you're going to assume 10 twice automatically every time.
Oh my God! This is what I'm talking about, people.
The same 10 is coming no matter what the card is. It doesn't matter.
If the dealer has a 4 showing, you assume he has 14. You base your decision over the fact he has 14. If the dealer has a 10 showing, you assume he has 20. Nothing's 100%. It's gambling. You're playing the odds.
That's my whole point.
Yes, that is
why
our
can't
point.
why can't once in a blue moon you go off script?
He's not wrong in the sense that he's going to a few times go against the odds to try to win, but it's
why is it such a big deal to you?
Not the right play, because if you're sitting there for 3 hours, the math, and you're still going to lose, but you got to at least give yourself a chance with the math.
Dude, it's not the Manhattan Project.
It is.
Who the fuck cares?
Oh, well, I mean,
there's money on the line.
Oh, God.
That's how you play. Of course the people care. It's money.
A couple hundred. Fuck cares?
Robbie.
It's
money.
money.
That's not fair. Some people.
You're right. You're right.
But my $1 or $1,000.
When I say who the fuck cares, I mean don't go ballistic.
You got to be trolling. There's no way you believe this. Don't assume a 10 nonsense. That's the baseline.
You're not understanding. You're not getting the nuance. That is the baseline. I agree with that as the baseline.
We're going in circles.
Not 100% of that. You're missing that entire point.
Yes, but no one's saying it's 100% of the time. We're saying that. No, I'm not.
You're saying assume 10 every time.
No, I'm not.
The percentages. Well, you're not. But
you're not listening to me, Robbie.
Or the 10's
what are you saying then? If you're not saying assume 10 every time, what are you saying?
when you play blackjack, you're basing your decision on what gives you the odds to win the hand. You're trying to play what gives you the best chance.
Correct.
Not that you're always going to win, because obviously you don't. You could have 20 and the dealer could pull a 21 and you lose with a 20, right?
Yes.
Nothing is guaranteed. What we're saying is the premise of the decision making you're making, there's just basic rules to follow that give you the best
when you
chance.
play poker.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. But when I have a 12 and the dealer has a 3,
you keep going back to the one fucking
that's
time.
the one example
that's
where
the only thing that matters.
No, you're right. But
that's the only thing that
one
matters.
example. It's borderline. That's not what we're referring to.
That's when you lost your minds on me. What don't you understand about this?
There were so many moments.
Go back to the
not
camera.
just that one. Ask anyone at the table. It wasn't
Yes.
just one hand.
Yeah, ask Chef Kevin if I was not fucking with everyone after that.
Wow.
Like, you guys are losing, dude. Jake, answer me this. Did you not lose your minds on me after that first
We lost
instance?
your mind on you multiple times.
You didn't answer the question.
But there were several times where you were debating whether or not to hit, and it was like an obvious hit. We're like, what are you doing? Hit.
Dude, after that, you went ballistic on me. I asked you guys every time.
Right, and you listened to us.
Yeah, and I kept calling you guys Arnold Schwarzenegger. Play by the book every time.
Right, but we didn't always play by the book on moments. Like, we don't stay on 16. We hit on 16.
Every time, right?
If you're going to do it once, do it every time and be consistent with your rules.
Every time. Be consistent with your rules. Dude,
I'm 16, 10, 9, 8. I am not watching that lose. You are banging away. You have to. You're going to lose. 16
you guys are obviously
you
experts, man. You guys
it's
are
not
obviously
experts. It's just math. But anyway.
No. I mean, look,
it's math.
Just do a little research. There's a lot of differing opinions
Robbie,
on what you're talking about.
I just said it. I've sat there with my buddy, a notorious field player, and watch him make every wrong move and make money. Because at one time it could work. But when you're playing with a group of guys, the drinking is going. Believe me, you just want to play it by the book. It's going to work in your favor.
Within reason. Be aggressive. If some people don't like to double with 10. They'll only do it with 11. Like, if you want to be extra aggressive, I'm all fine if you want to press your luck. But the situations you're describing is just not how you play.
12 with a 3 showing, me deciding hit or not.
You keep going back to that one.
Is not within reason.
It wasn't the one.
That's the one.
That wasn't the hand.
Rooster,
that's not what we're referring to.
It was probably 4.
You lost your fucking shit.
Did you win or lose money on Saturday when you?
That was the entire. I lost like 70. Took out 400. Lost like 70.
The bottom line is this: we're not telling you that.
Why did you ask me that question?
I'm just curious because pretty much everyone at the table made money.
Okay. Like what? I don't care about the fucking winning. I don't give a shit. And you're saying that's not fair. You want me to have to care about losing and winning? And
when you say the
table, dude, you're telling me how to live my life. Stop.
Live your life however you want. We're just telling you you're not going to win as much as you would if you assume the dealer has a 9 instead of having a 10.
The problem, Robbie, is with blackjack.
Jake, you're not getting the nuance, dude.
Right,
when the dealer has a 3.
You're bringing up that one hand that's borderline.
Jake, because that's the only one that fucking matters because you went ballistic.
The other hands matter too. We were yelling at
Why
you before
are you not
that.
listening to me? I fucked with you every fucking hand after that. Why are you not taking that in?
Because nobody knew that you were effing with us, including Wayne, who talked about it on Nick's show the other night.
Because you're nerds.
It's great.
You care about it so fucking much, and it's not important.
We're for money. Yeah, we care about it.
You got to care a little.
Why are you dismissing caring about it? Just because
That's
you were
real
maybe
money,
betting
Robbie.
$25 a hand.
Dude, Jake, I asked you
weren't.
guys, like, you made this into a huge fucking deal when it's not. Think about this.
It's just funny that you're one of the smartest people we know, and
Think about
smartest.
And you play
and automatically you
blackjack
assume I'm
terribly.
wrong. And automatically you assume I'm wrong. Go for
You're
it.
not. It's not that you're wrong. It's just like you're not giving yourself the best chance to win, and it affects everyone else.
You are talking like I went off the book every fucking time.
No,
Rooster, is that
we
not how
yelled
he's
at you
coming
before
across?
you could. We
Rooster,
yelled at you before you could.
I wasn't there. It came
You
across
yelled at me
that
before you
were
could.
a little
No,
bit of
you-
a wild card.
Chef Kevin, call in.
I was not there though.
Richie from Jets Media.
Chef Kevin, call in and tell Jake.
But Robbie, I don't like to hear that you were then fucking
Chef
with
Kevin
them
was
with
my
the money.
fucking audience.
That you can't do.
My audience in terms of the stand-up I was doing after that. Like that's what it came down. Like once I get yelled at, it's over. Like no, nothing. It's not fun anymore.
He went rogue.
It's not fun anymore. Like it's just stupid.
It's fun when we're winning.
No, it's not.
Everyone's
Like,
taking
it's
it
fun
yelling.
when it's fun.
You gotta learn that way.
And
It's
we had a
fun when
great
it's
time. We
fun,
all
dude.
had fun. We had fun with you. It was just funny to yell at you before you would make a bad decision.
No, dude, you can't go ballistic on someone when they have a 12. Sorry, and they're
That's
deciding.
not the only time, Robbie. You can keep bringing that up all you want.
You're
It was just that one thing. It's not a big deal. You said earlier, why assume it's a 10 every time? These were the arguments we were having with you last week.
Did you hear what I said? 95% of the time, 98% of the time. Like, yeah, you could, if the dealer is a 3 or 4, you could maybe say, okay, maybe not assuming 10 2 times in a row could be a nice little way to go off the book here in terms of feel. I don't think that's crazy.
I'm going to play you Wayne
Is
Corbett talking
fair
about
or
this
not?
the other
What I
night.
just said, is that fair or not?
I didn't hear what you said, to be honest.
You're not listening.
No, I'm trying to find Wayne Corbett talking about because you're disputing my recollection of the night. Here was Wayne's.
3. If the dealer has 3, I don't think it's crazy to assume, okay, maybe 2 10s might not pop up for the dealer to go a little off the in the gray area, off the book a little bit. Is that not crazy?
It's wrong, but you can do whatever you want.
It's wrong by the book, but is that
wrong.
egregious?
It doesn't matter if 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 10 bucks.
Is it egregious?
It's egregious because there's no difference between a 3 and a 6. You're thinking a 3. What's the difference on a 6? There's no difference. The same thing happens. 2 10s should come. It doesn't matter if it's a 3 or a 6. It doesn't matter. And I know what you're thinking. A 3 gives me less chance. Like a 9, I can sneak in there.
Dude,
it's not the thinking.
Obviously,
it's incorrect. But it doesn't mean you can't play that way. You could.
No, I couldn't.
You can't play that way with guys who don't want you to play that way, and they got to respect that. You get up and go to another table. That's all.
So
that's
wait a second.
Yes.
Wait a second. So the person at the book owns the table. And they're allowed to go ballistic.
One way. It's just not right. That's all.
I missed the first part. What'd you say in the first part?
If your buddies are all playing one way and they're playing the right way and they're playing with some real money and you're going to want to go off the reservation a little, you got to respect them.
Dude, but that's not an egregious example, though.
It is. Not the 2 and the 12. But if you're on a 4.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, well,
there were other let's play Wayne's recollection of the night here. Here you go. This is from Nick Shine Show, who had Wayne on, and I sent in a super chat referencing the blackjack experience.
We got a question that involves Robby Sabo at a blackjack table from Jake Asman. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is Robby Sabo at blackjack? You're the man, Wayne. Great hanging with you and all the fans in AC.
Hey, I said like and subscribe. Nick Show, Jets X Factor. I do that with Robby Sabo every week, so I have to give him a shout out too. But as far as the blackjack table, I'm not sure what happened there because he's supposed to be the smart one on our show. And he was just fighting us on when to hit, when not to hit, and how the man writes the book and this and that. Don't listen to the book. And even the dealer was like, you sure? And we're like, and then like he'd win and be like, fine. I'm like, dude, you need to like he didn't want to be. I think he had a little thing with Jake. Like Jake was like getting on him a little bit, but
he was.
Robby, me and Robby been together. We were put together. And it was, I guess, like 3 years ago. We've done some shows, a lot, and we do a lot more film, which is pretty cool. He's very knowledgeable, breakdown film. But yeah, Robby's my guy. But I was the first time at the blackjack table I ever seen him act like that. You get a little competitive, and yeah, we're coming back this week coming up. So yeah, grateful for you guys having me there, and Jake was awesome.
Yeah.
And just having fun there. That was a good table. It was a real good table, because no one except for, we kind of bossed Robby around, but we didn't have someone that played like really stupid, and that kind of helps,
Nice.
Because we prevented him from playing really stupid, Wayne.
Yeah. Shit, I forgot what I was going to say.
Listen, this is like a circle. Boys, I got to exit. Jake, great seeing you, Robby.
Rooster,
later,
come to the meetup August 1st.
Yes. Later, buddy.
All right.
I forgot what I was going to say. Shit.
I got something for you. How about an eyewitness who saw the whole blackjack
Jeff
experience?
Kevin, you got to come on, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the champ is here.
He's He's always cooking or coaching or flashing his green. This man is cooking or kicking as maniac. He's at the tailgate, he's cooking, blow torching his food. A die-hard Jets legend, the chef they call Kevin. Chef Kevin.
Hey, good morning, fellas. How y'all doing?
Chef.
Now tell these folks, tell them, was I in a regular or fuck around mood after the first time I got screamed at?
Because Jake has 2 pictures of that blackjack table. That one where I'm behind Wayne, I'm like, yo, this is nuts, man. I'm seeing Robbie go off, saying, why don't we just have machines in these seats? Like, I felt like you was messing around at that point, but then when I saw
it was a mix of messing around with an edge. Like, this is absurd to get yelled at like this. Like, it's ridiculous. It's done. Everything is done after that.
Yo, Rob, I've been watching you for years, man. I've been reading your stuff. Big Jets X Vector fan, man. Yo, Jets, you. I've never seen you in rare form like that, man. I was scared. I'm like, yo,
man. We were out. Like, dude, Jake, Wayne, like, just don't scream like an asshole. That's all.
But here, I'll defend you in this.
Talk to me. Do what you want. Like, hey, dude, I don't know. You should hit on. You shouldn't hit on this when I was thinking about on a 12. Okay, cool, no problem. But
that's not the only hand, though. Again, Wayne said the same thing I did.
But Jake, don't you understand? That's what kicked the whole thing off. When you scream at someone, don't you think that's sort of important to the story?
It screamed like, what are you doing? Not like, oh, we're like actually that mad. It's just like we're all trying to win.
Robbie, it looked like it came from a
Chef Kev, did he lose his shit? Chef Kev, did he lose his shit or not?
That's not losing my shit. Like, I'm not actually mad at you. Like, you're my friend. I was annoyed.
Of course.
You could lose your shit. Dude,
we're friends. You're my boy, but you could lose your shit. I lost my shit afterwards. After that,
right?
I am perfectly willing to admit that.
But the reason why we were like yelling at you is because we were trying to win. It was all coming from a place of everyone winning. People don't like losing money. Hawk nailed it. Like,
totally get it. Totally get that.
It was a $25 minimum. So like you're losing at least $25 if you lose a hand. That's a lot of money.
I know, I totally get that, but it's like it's just there's a level to wanting everyone to play with that baseline. I agree, everyone should play with that baseline, no question about it. But when it's so extra fine that it comes across as know-it-all and snooty and I'm almighty, it's tough to handle, man. It's tough.
Assume the dealer has a 10 to base your decision.
I think, yeah, that's the baseline. That's correct. I don't think that should be 100% of the time.
Fine.
What I just said, I don't think it's controversial. It kills you, right?
It's just wrong. But I'm not going to argue with you anymore.
Wrong by the book. I agree. It's wrong by the book, 100%.
Hey, if you don't mind.
By the way, okay, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
No, I forgot what I was gonna say anyway.
For myself, man, you know, I was playing, you know, how I normally do, just, you know, assuming there's a 10 under there, splitting, doubling down, you know, doing all that stuff. And it worked, man. And, you know, for me being on the opposite end of you with some of those decisions you were doing, yeah, it could impact the whole table and all that. But for myself, I was up 400. So, you know, I was still strategically, and I was playing every hand. It wasn't like I was taking hands off and all that. And, you know, to what Jake was saying, yo, $25 hands, I mean, we ain't millionaires. So, you know, for us, you know, it means a little something, you know, losing those hands and all that. Right. So, you know, before I sat down, you know, I saw the back and forth, like seeing you, Jake, and Wayne, like, I don't know how to get in between the three of y'all. I look up to y'all three, man. So it's like, man, this is.
You're the champ. It comes with your membership. You get to play blackjack with a Jet Legend.
I look up at you, man. You could smack me down anytime. Wayne too. He doesn't. I think that's one of the good things about him. He doesn't care.
And for whatever it was, Richie stickers, he got a lot of sticker money out of that table, man. Like, yo, he came up, man. And it for me, like getting the money that I made, yo, it was Wayne, man. I got to give props to Wayne for him, giving me a stack of $5 chips, telling me, yo, put 2 more on top of your bets. Tell me, go chef, more, like encouraging me. Like that helped too with me because I was just happy to be at the table, man, to be honest, and having a good time.
And I'm witness to what Jake said about Wayne with Richie and 80.
Yo, it was a hell of a time, man. Like, Robbie, I get what you're saying. For the most part, man, if you just go the other way, you'll win more money, man. You'll win more money. Not every hand is the same, but if you assume that 10 is over there, it makes the decision a little bit easier. That's how I do it, man.
Me too. Like, that's the baseline. Of course. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't have to be 100% mechanical. There are times when you could just, where it's a gray area. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's crazy.
All right, I saw that bat sign, man. I'm over here at work. I'm like, all right, it's definitely entertaining, man. I'll say this, man.
Yeah.
We'll see you August 1st, chef. We'll bring a blackjack table.
By the way, my brother, same exact way as Jake and Wayne. Same exact way. My dad. I'm trying to remember.
That's how everyone plays.
No, who is everyone?
The people who want to try and win money playing blackjack.
Everyone is not correct.
It's called gambling, Robbie. You don't always win.
There are blackjack experts who forget about it.
No blackjack expert will ever tell you assume the dealer doesn't have a 10.
You're changing it. I never said that. I said 10 is the baseline.
But that's the standard. That's the rule. No. That's the rule. You're playing incorrectly if you do that. It's like swinging at ball 4 every time.
So give me an example of a feel move where it's okay to go against the grain.
A field move would be 12. Yeah, you have 12, and the dealer up card is just 2, right? That is clearly borderline. That's what the book says. 3 or higher, it's not. You're supposed to hit.
So right there, that's the hard cutoff, 2 or 3.
A borderline decision could be if, let's say, the dealer is showing a 7.
Black and white.
You have 10.
Between 2 and 3.
Some people like to double down no matter what because they want to increase their chance. The book would tell you not to, but you know what? Some people, they have a 10. Let's say there's been a lot of face cards in that hand, a lot of face cards out there. You're like, okay, I see a lot of faces. Let's try and see if I can get a 10 and then pull a 20. Like, there's certain things within an actual hand that are borderline.
I love that double down.
I think the crux comes down to this, which pop up once every century in your mind, and mine is just they're
you think every hand is borderline. That's why we were yelling at you. Something like,
not fucking true, dude. We played a lot of hands before you guys went ballistic.
Well, then we started.
It's not true. It's not true. Huh?
Yeah, we didn't yell at you immediately. We just started noticing how you were playing. We're like, wait, no. Look, you can play however you want, but when there's a lot of money on the table and there's four other people out there,
I can't play.
Expect people to be upset. I get up from tables when I see the people I'm playing next to have no clue what they're doing because I'm trying to give myself the best chance to win. Doesn't mean I'm going to, but I'm not just going to throw away money without having the highest odds of trying to win.
I know, yeah, but you're acting like it was completely out of left field, nuts, and it wasn't. A three showing with the dealer, and I had a 12 is not fucking crazy.
But that's not the only hand. Wayne was talking about it in that clip, so don't just act like it was just that one hand.
I turned into a fucking nuisance after that one moment when
I wouldn't say a nuisance, man.
No.
I wouldn't say
intentionally that. I turned into a nuisance. Did I not?
It was entertaining. I think it was frustrating not hearing you, go with the majority. So that's where it was. And then for you, because it clearly messed with you.
If I could
now you're like, what do I do now, guys? Do I hit? Do I stay? So now it's like messing with you. So I mean, that's what I saw.
Yes. I was like, what should I do now? And then when it didn't work out, I'd be an asshole.
They're calling you a bad teammate.
If it did work out, I'd be an asshole. Huh?
They're calling you a bad teammate in the chat.
Teammate?
Yeah, we're all a team at that table. We're all trying to help each other win.
Well, going ballistic on someone with a 12
get over
and a 3.
Get over yourself.
Ain't a good fucking teammate, dude.
All right, Chef Kevin, we'll see you August 1st. I can't wait.
Can I talk to an individual chef if you don't mind?
Yes.
30 seconds. Chef Brian,
or what?
Chef Brian, you are pissing me off. Where's your face? You're not calling in. We got this show down here at the Cloverleaf Tavern. You're not returning my phone calls. You're not returning my texts. I don't like that. I don't like that, Brian, and you know that. We have this competition with the burgers, got the competition with the sandwiches. Now I got another plan too, so we don't disappoint people. I hope you're not afraid, man. I haven't said anything, with the email chains that we have, with Jake involved. Like, yo, I've been nice. I've been calling in, like lightly calling you out, want to see your face, call up on the show. We have nothing to talk about. There's not a lot of Jet stuff, man. So we need you to come on here. Yo, I'm begging you to talk smack to me. Yo, call in, say you're gonna beat me. Tell me this is not or whatever that you're gonna do. That you this almighty chef, man. You called me out. I don't know who you are. You called me out.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yo, I set this up. You didn't do no work. I set it all up. I came out with the rules. I got the judges, the shines, Mike D's nuts wife, which we got to come up with a name for her. Bones, he already confirmed that he's gonna be there. Yo, where are you, chef? You're not that busy. You're not busier than us. I got more stuff going on. I'm coaching football. I'm coaching you football. You're not doing that. What are you doing? You're not busier than us.
Chef of the future.
Come on, man. Yo,
Chef of the future.
Robbie is bothering me, man.
How did it start? Did he call you out? How did this start?
Yeah,
he called you out first.
Chats, in the chats, and then called on the Jake show, and Chef Kev, I'm better than him. This is that. Yo, I don't know the dude.
What's his name? Chef what?
Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans of all ages, welcome to the event of the year, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the Asmaniac Rumble.
What's up, Chef?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Man, stop playing, man. You said you all busy, right? You said you busy.
I'm always
busy in the kitchen.
Brother.
Where you in a jacuzzi? You chilling? You ain't busy.
This is my home. I'm chilling, baby.
Yes.
I'm out on the sticks.
Why does it take me to have to say what I said for you to call in, man?
Don't worry. I'll be back. I'll be there August 1st, baby. I ain't running nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I'll be right there.
Chef. Yes, chef.
Yo, make sure there's no microwaves plugged in.
Oh, there's a microwave here. Come on, man. We got a mic. You think I'm making burgers and steaks in a microwave?
I don't know. Man. I'm not the one with microwaves
in my kitchen. 6 in the morning. I'm here at 6 in the morning. We put our coffee in there to heat up. They got leftovers, right?
Oh,
we put leftovers in the microwave.
Why is it in the kitchen? Why is it in the line?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What else? Because when you come to my kitchen, listen, when you come to my kitchen and you see how we get down, you're gonna be like, damn, chef, yo, can I have some of your cooks? Can we have some?
Nah,
because the cooks at my spot, they ain't rocking like you guys.
Nah. I'm not worried about the cooks, man. I had a lot. I have a bunch of cooks.
You better be worried, man.
Look, my cooks, my cooks, when I'm done with them, they go and run other kitchens. They become chefs. They become professionals. I don't want to, but whatever. It is what it is. I'll see you August 1st. I'll be there right now. I'll be there early too.
Early? What time?
And I'll show your cooks some stuff. They're gonna want to learn from me. Trust me.
What are you gonna show them? How to make ribs? We do that better than you. We do ribs better
barbecue
than you.
is just 1% of the shit I know, baby. That's nothing.
What else? What else?
Barbecue's easy.
Come on, you got the floor. Talk about.
You're the champ. You're the Asmaniac champ. You're not the. You're the Asmaniac champ. Don't forget that. You're not the.
Don't forget it.
Chef champ.
I'm a champ. Don't forget it.
Yeah, for Asmaniacs, for YouTube show. My boy Jake. That's it.
You go to culinary school? What culinary school you go to?
To us. No, I didn't go to no culinary school.
Oh, okay.
No culinary
school. Guess what? I went to culinary school, and you know how I went there?
Congratulations.
Hey, listen. You know how I went there? I won cooking competitions in high school.
Oh, congratulations!
So I got hardware. I'm the champ, B. I'm the champ. And you want to talk about sports?
That doesn't mean you're a great cook.
Football,
culinary school doesn't mean you're a great cook.
Yo, B, handle my light work. Hand him my legwork, Beast.
Okay. Yo, Brian, check it, son.
Hey.
You're talking to a pro chef right here.
Hey.
Now you're dealing with a king in the disaster.
Get the fuck out of here! I can't even hear you, Beast. Restart your computer, bro. Go restart your computer. Get out of here.
Yo, Brian. Hey, shit, you got to show Beast some respect, man.
I love Beast, man. Beast knows what it is. Beast knows when I see him here at MetLife, we're gonna cook more over there too. We're gonna have plenty of food for everyone.
Chef off August 1st. Be there. Cloverleaf Tavern after Jets training camp. Robby Sabo will be there. We'll bring a blackjack table and run it back. It's all happening. August 1st, Cloverleaf Tavern. Gentlemen, thank you both.
I'll be there. Thank you.
Let's go. All right, Robbie.
I gotta say, our Rumble, I think made that happen.
I'll tell you what. We might need to update the nominees for the Azzy Award for Rumble of the Year.
Yeah.
Asman versus Sabo. Sabo versus Asman might make it.
Listen, I'm the type, scream at me, I'll scream at you. We're good in 10 minutes. That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
Enjoy your day. Jet X for life, baby.
All right. Later.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robby Sabo with us there in his weekly spot. Last call if you want in on the Asmaniac raffle. We're giving away a Keyshawn Johnson signed football. We have hit the 20 membership threshold, so we will spin the wheel. Only show today, so make sure you enter. I have radio from 1 to 3 on ESPN New York, and then the Jets Collective at 4 p.m. So be ready for that. Leany and NC is in the Asmaniac raffle. Leany gifted 5 memberships earlier. Let's go.
Hello. You play to win the game.
This afternoon on the channel, I'm going to drop my conversation with Herm Edwards for you guys to view. So get ready for that. Had Herm on with me yesterday. How about Robbie getting so angry over the blackjack thing, man? Was not expecting that. I never heard Robbie drop so many F-bombs ever. PBM was upset that Sabo wore a hat. He wanted to see Sabo's perfect hair. All right, last chance to get in on the show. Last chance for your voice to be heard. We're presented by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is a brand new deal for new customers. If you put $5 in and you win, you could turn $5 into $150 in lineups. So pick 2 things that are very easy, like Juan Soto to walk, Ben Rice to get a hit. Put that together for $5. And if that works, you then have $150 in your account that you could take out. Just like that. That's my suggestion. You also could look through some of the Jet numbers, like Geno Smith. He better throw at least 15 touchdowns. I think he will. I'm going to have Geno in several of my Jet future lineups for PrizePicks. But that and more is available. Again, code HMA. Check it out. Download the PrizePicks app or click my link in the description, and you'll be ready to roll. Nick Shine says, I didn't have Sabo dropping MFer on my bingo card. In terms of value, I got to say, probably one of the best $5 ever spent on this show. Nick's initial super chat about how a difficult decision is Robbie deciding whether to hit or stay led to all that. What a night it was. And Wayne backed up everything I said in that clip that we played of him talking about it. Incredible. All right, last chance to get in on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, up next is this guy.
If Mad Max ain't yapping about Jets, that boy, he's jamming, he's slamming, freaking dancing, wall smashing. I'm Jake Asman. If Mad Max ain't ever stopped yapping, that boy, he still be dancing. Then call Jake Asman, he got an orange wall.
What's up, Asmaniacs? How you guys doing? So I have a couple topics to talk about. So the Jets, is Stephon Diggs still on the market? Because I think we should get him as a veteran receiver, I think it'd be a good idea.
Stephon Diggs you're talking about?
Yeah, Stephon Diggs.
I
think we should.
I guess he is a free agent. Yeah, he is a free agent. He's still a lot of legal problems. I would not sign him.
I think she should sign him. He's a veteran receiver. I get Garrett Wilson's good. But we do have, the other receivers, Omar Cooper, he's unproven, and then Anai Mitchell, he's unproven. So we need a little bit of a veteran presence, as a wide receiver too. What's your thoughts on that, Jake?
I don't think he fits. I think he is dealing with a lot of legal stuff, and I don't know. I would avoid him. I think they have enough of a receiver.
I mean, but let's see. But, you know, also, it's Beast, and then let's talk about the second topic, the blackjack. You know, I mean, I'm on. Rooster is
Is your
bitching
second topic beast or blackjack? I don't understand.
Blackjack. So I was saying, like, you know, Rooster is bitching over the blackjack table, you know, and then Robby Sabo, that's all pretty angry, you know. Like, come on, like, you know, be men, you know, you got to be aggressive in some stuff. And then, honestly, he's Beast on the line because, you know, remember he showed his Don? That's very bad for public relations, you know. Why would he show his Don, you know? Okay, like, maybe not, but
his Don?
His private parts. He showed it on the
his
show.
Don? I think you mean his dong.
I mean his dong, my bad. But I'm saying, like, he was showing his dong on the show, which is bad for public relations. You know, imagine if we see in a week, we got all these casual fans that come back. They don't want to just have that as a bad reputation, be showing his dong.
That's exactly what I said yesterday. I wonder where you got that from.
I just think it's bad public relations, you know, in school. Like, and I'm taking PR class, you know, on these shows, especially on YouTube show. If I had Beast on my show, I would not have him on a show. He's just showing his dong all the time. Is Beast on the line?
Beast, are you on the line?
I want nothing to do with the pansy ass like that. And look at it. The guy's a moron. I mean, I swear to God, if I was Howard Stern,
hey, I can't see you. Your mic doesn't work unless your camera's on. So we got to see you.
If I sound like Howard Stern's father, like, look at this guy. This guy looks like a moron. I swear to God, if I seen a moron in my life, this guy's a moron. He's always a moron, always be a moron, and will remain to be a moron. I've seen some morons in my day, but 30,000 a week, wow. You can't add them up. You can't add them up. And you're not Malik, kid. And I wouldn't want to go there with personality because I took a look at my status. My own daughter has 5 cheerleading championships. I have 35 world belts. Combine
you don't have 35 world belts, dude. You're making it up.
Shut the fuck up when I speak to you, you slime ball. 40 world belts. What does that tell you? Power. Power. Power.
You don't have 40 world belts, Beast. Come on.
Sorry, son.
Stop it. You don't have 40 world belts. You don't have 5. It's all,
Yes,
it's all made up bullshit. Show the proof, Beast.
Fruit booty. You're a fruit booty. That's all. You're nobody. You don't have the guts. You don't have the balls. And you sure as hell don't got no testicles. All you got is a small, shriveled sausage. And we
Spencer Green is right. Says Beast, you don't have a world belt. Spencer Green's right.
Shit. You're a freaking loser. You have nothing. You couldn't even carry my jock, pal. Now get the hell out of my sight, you sack of piss.
Oh man.
Well, what happened? What happened? Did you piss your pants this morning?
Nah.
Oh, yeah, I thought so. That's what I thought. Yeah, you're basically standing there looking like a freaking fruitcake with your drawers hanging down. And you look like you pissed yourself.
Just get off my ass, Beast. Like, honestly, you just take a joke for everyone's on. Take a joke.
Nuts, punk. Or I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna kick your fake ass like Craig did the Debo. Remember,
look at you at Fanatics. Were you there, Beast?
You know what? Let me tell you something, fruitcake. Before you were even born, I was beating more asses unlike you. And before you even came out, you're nothing more than a sack of dog shit on a cold day, buddy. So you know what? You can take that, your new boyfriend, turn him sideways and stick him straight, you fat and fruity candy ass.
Where's Gary on this show? Where's Gary? We need a 3v1 rumble.
You know what? Why don't you go make out with him then? Take him behind the 7-Eleven, make out with him. I don't care. I don't care if you play tonsil hockey or kumzi kumsa or wee. I don't care.
Oh man, we've been up to lately, Beast. We've been up to lately.
You're not in my league. You're no player. You're just a straight up OG loser with no balls.
Beast, we want to see bowling. Oh man.
If I was Scarface, I would do this right now.
You're not in my league, buddy. You're not in my league.
Kid, you have no league. You got no ass. You have no muscle. You have no power. The only thing you got is a tub of garbage, a waste of space, and your brain is so diseased by Ebola from Kenya, and you're basically a cancer that needs to be flushed down the toilet.
Beast, I'm no cancer. Come on, you just shows me. Look at that dong. Look at that dong on the show. That's bad.
Do I give a flying fuck about that, kid? I don't give a flying fuck about that. Is so yesterday's news. Get with today. Get with today. You don't have the balls
Rich
enough to go
says
one
Max
on
is
one
always
with me.
boring. Honestly, Rich, I'm more entertaining than Beastburger. I'm more
Yeah, right,
entertaining than him.
You got no
Rick,
dick. That's what you
I'm more
You got
entertaining than
no
Beast, honestly.
dick. You got no dick. And I'm gonna say it one more time. You ain't got no dick.
Gator McCluskey
you
so
have
right.
is
Like,
nothing
calm down,
for
Beast.
me.
Calm down.
Oh,
You're not
for
being
the
rude.
God,
Come on.
you
You're
are
just
nothing
making stuff
but
up.
delusional and mentally brain dead and suffering from the delusions of grandeur. I'm Larry Sabisco, Lee Marshall. I'm the whole freaking all-star team from the 90s, pal. And I can bulldoze your ass right so out of here so fast. You're out of here within 3 seconds. Oof. Like that. And I can go Psycho Sid on you too, pal. And just remember, Psycho Sid used to do. What did Psycho Sid used to do? Powerbomb special. Get out of here. Slop. Slop.
Yeah.
Slop. Slop. That is pure slop. That's slop. Compared to me, that's slop. You want
Beast,
slop?
do some karate. Do some karate. You're not doing it right. You're like,
nah.
Yeah. Who has a hot?
You know, first of all,
who has a higher kick, me or Beast?
You don't got no balls. Kid, in my neck of the woods, you'd be dead within 3 seconds because let me just say this, I do got boys that love to knock you right out on this planet because why? One, I know how to play. I got top guitars. Two, I do have a family, and 40 belts do count. Read the goddamn scriptures and read the awards that I own.
You don't have 40 belts.
Yes, I do,
Look at us having cocktails.
You don't know shit from Shinola. The only thing you know is dick and squat.
Beast,
you know what I mean by
can
dick
you sing
and
my girl?
squat. You squat more. You squat more worse than anybody. And you know what? You sit when you pee.
Beast, even though the girl, my girl with temptations,
I
I can sing it for you. I can sing it for you.
Sausage and sit there and pee because you're weak.
Beast,
you got zero.
Sorry,
kid. I've had more pussy than you. I've had more freaking pussy than you. At least I got kids. Unlike you, you haven't scored squat. Besides that little donut hole behind the
Congrats on the sex.
I got more to offer and more gift to gab. But so if I were you, I wouldn't go there.
I do not like this loser behind me. I find it disgusting. I'm a straight conservative Republican. I like women.
I would back elbow you right in the eye, kick you right in the face, knock your sorry ass out, clothesline you 6 times, and then
rejected. Sorry.
Well, that was always fun. All right, last call to get your name on the Wheel of Champions. Keyshawn Johnson signed football is up for grabs shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, we will spin the Wheel of Champions right after this word from my friends at Circa.
The biggest contest we've ever seen.
Seriously, what's the guarantee?
They're still talking about it.
I think it's time to put the rumors to rest.
Showtime.
$30 million.
$30 million?
$30 million? $30 million?
That's $30 million guaranteed. 3 contests, multiple ways to win, no rate. Entry starting at $1,000. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere.
We will be out in Vegas broadcasting our show from contest weekend at the end of August. All the info on that is at circusports.com, including all the info on the 3 contests that you see right up there on the screen. Major Poonage writes in, Beast, why so bitter? He's in the raffle for 2. We got this super chat from PBM saying, Max, I'm mad you weren't at the Ocean Casino. Brandon Batts, I don't even know what these coins are. I have to figure that out. It doesn't really make any sense to me. Big Fella says, any questions on blackjack? We defer to Chuck Wagon. He's not wrong. In fact, the Big Fella is on the line. Real quick, Big Fella, because I got to run.
All right. I just wanted to thank you for putting the Stat GoFundMe up in the Discord. I appreciate he's going through a lot, and we got to be there for him. I want to thank everybody who donated to it, and just keep him in your prayers. That's all.
We opened the show talking about this for those who missed it. So if you guys want more, please check it out. But Stacks, one of our great listeners, and his base was hit with some strikes over the weekend. He's serving our country, and he lost basically everything he owned. So we've raised a ton of money so far. At the start of the show, that's what the screenshot said, right? 1,500. During this show alone, which is just over 90 minutes, we are now at $2,207 that have been raised for Stacks. So the Asmaniac audience is incredible. Everyone who watches Nick's show supporting as well. A lot of the same people watch both. So just great to see everyone come together to support Stack.
Yep, God bless y'all and the community and everything. Best community in sports. And I can guarantee it's truly appreciated. So just want to say that. And Beast, calm the fuck down, all right, with the violence and shit. There's no need for that.
Calm down, Beast.
When you pray with Reza, you're going to get the worm.
Rejected. Sorry.
That's all I got, man. Have a good day. Are you doing a second show?
Collective at 4 p.m. Radio at 1.
All right, cool. I'll be listening and watching. So there you go, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the big fella. All righty here. Let's get all the names on the Wheel of Champions. Boom, they're there. Now it's time to give away a signed football by Keyshawn Johnson. Beast, you better be calm enough to get us to the Wheel of Champions. We're on very thin ice with you. Ladies and gentlemen, we say hello to the master of raffle ceremony.
Oh, shit. You son of a bitch. I just got a little gas. Reza, Ramon, I'm here to tell you we're going to take it to the wheel, Chico. Chicas, bring me the wheel. We're going to spin for her championship prize, ain't we? Now we're gonna take it to the wheel. And if you can't deal with that, here's a little ticket.
Thanks, Flabby Tits. It's time for that daily Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Wheel of Champions. Today's prize is a Keyshawn Johnson signed football. In order to win, your name needs to be called on the Wheel of Champions. And then you have to email me, asmanjake@gmail.com, your name and address where we could send you your autographed Keyshawn football. Everyone who entered today is in the weekly raffle Saturday for 5 signed items. Good luck to all. You guys are the best. But only one listener can win today, and the winner is Cisco Lopez.
Sometime I do super chat. Sometime I do gift membership. But all the time I love the Jake Asman Show. They call me Cisco Lopez.
Congrats to Cisco. He won a Jets jersey earlier this week, and now he's got a Keyshawn Johnson sign ball to go with it. That's awesome. You guys are the best. Thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to Robby Sabo for joining us. Who knows where the show is going to go? I do know this. A week from today, the Jets are on the field practicing, and thank God for that because we need real football to be back as soon as possible. Again, thank you all who watched. Congrats to Cisco on the raffle prize. I leave you guys with a short clip. Sit back and enjoy it, and we will talk to you soon. Jets, Jets. Let's go.
Would you take Robert Griffin III again in the first round?
I mean, at what
just
point?
Yes or no, Jake. Just yes or no. This is not a preamble. It's not filibuster. It's not Spurs about 50 things. Yes or no. Would you take? There you go.
Second. Oh my God, dude.
Hey, Jameis, would you come to the Jets? They might need a quarterback. Jets, Jets. Ladies and gentlemen, our exclusive interview with now friend of the show, Jameis Winston.
He's more likable than you, you fucking old cunt. Fuck yourself, you piece of shit. Fuck yourself. Fuck you.
Well, that escalated quickly. Jesus, come on, gentlemen.
I think the second one, excuse me.